Join the private sector energy efficiency movement led by the National Business Initiative by plugging into energy efficiency and stem the tide of rising energy costs.
So for the next section, you might want to take out your calculator or a book and a pen and paper or something of that sort. If you're quite clever, then you can do some of the calculations in your head. I think I'm just going to leave this slide up for now before I go to the next one. So that's good. Firstly, we need to, in that sense, count the lights, right? The question is, though, there's different sets of lights, okay? So you obviously can't pull them all together. You guys understand? So what we do is typically you count all the lights per light type. And then what? I mean, now let's say we end up with, there's 40 fluorescent tubes in this room and 20 halogen downlights. Then what's the next thing we need to know? Okay, so that's good. The power rating, the watts, how many watts each of these light types will use. And then other than that, okay, so we've got the watts, we've got how many lights there are. What's the next thing we need to know? So as you guys mentioned correctly, the number of fittings, the amount of lights per fitting, the power consumed by each light, and the running time of each light, and then obviously you have to repeat that for each light type. So you'll say, okay, in this particular room, you'd work out a total consumption of, let's say, 200 kilowatt hours for the fluorescent lights and 400 kilowatt hours for the downlights. So it gives you an idea of each of this separately. And the reason why we need to do that separately is because we are going to package the business cases for each of them separately, because they'll have different costs in terms of replacement, which means that the payback periods will be different. So it might make sense to replace the downlights, but it might not make sense to replace the fluorescent lights of this particular room in terms of payback periods, because the payback for the fluorescent tubes might be 5 years, and the payback for the downlights might be 1.5 year. And if you pull them together, it obviously skews the effect of the payback periods from one to the other.